Porsche 944 turbo. So this is the 951, and it is a blast to drive. 5-speed manual. Hey, this thing, and you can hear the turbo. Absolutely love it. It just sounds great. Oh yeah, it's got a good exhaust on it. And what I really like about these is that they were just so awesome for their time, and now they're just so affordable. That's what the greatest thing is. So you get the turbo, you get a comfortable car, and they're priced well. So going over this has all kinds of stuff that's been done to it. There's actually a whole, look at that, whole list of stuff that's been done. New timing belt, new front engine seals. It has the delete on it. I mean, this thing has just been gone through. Now, it does have a cracked dash, and the paint, it's not so perfect. But what's great about it, it runs well. So the thing is that you can get in and actually just drive it. Hey, thing's ready to go. Now, the other thing is, let me show you, if you're wanting a little bit of a project, this is one of those cars, right? The paint, again, not too well. There's a few little things that need to be touched up with it, repaint, you know, whatever you want to do with it, you do that. You do a little bit of interior kind of cosmetic kind of things with it, and hey, you got a great, reliable Porsche. So, let's go over it. Well, while we're in here, we might as well just start with the interior. So, as you can see here, all the gauges work, horn works, wipers work, stereo does work, 5-speed manual, and go over driver's side. So, window works. And then passenger side, a little squeaky, but that works. Now it's got some Infinity speakers in here, Kenwood radio, all the good stuff. Now the AC, it does blow, but it is not blowing cold, so you would need to do something with that. Let's get right into the engine as well. Good upgrades. It's got the delete. Again, it's been almost completely gone through and ready to go. It really is. Other than it does need your AC charged. Wheel wood, I mean, there's lots of good upgrades with this one, and it sounds really good. Of course, you've got the turbo, the 951, highly sought after. Now, let's get into some of the exterior, and then we'll get back into the interior and finish out this test drive. So, on the exterior, let's just go around it, show you from all four corners, and then we'll kind of get in detail. Also show you the tires and the rims. Okay, now getting into some of this. So, we got few little things here with paint. Obviously, some chips down here on the bottom. Like I said, it could use a repaint. You got that right there. This is kind of coming off a little bit. Like I said, this is a project car, but overall, it's actually in decent shape. What I mean by that is you just do a couple of these little cosmetic things, give it an awesome paint job, or just drive it like it is, not have to worry about parking it close to anybody. You can just do what you want. Let's see here. So, sunroof does not work. Up there again, just a couple things. I like to be fully transparent with everything that's on the metal, just so you can see. There's a little scratch there. This has not been buffed or anything like that, so you could get, you know, a few of these things you actually could that's not going to just disappear with the buff, but there are a few of them. But you know, I think that overall decent paint job, just a few cosmetic things. Hey, this thing's awesome. I do like the sound of the exhaust. And again, spoiler's in good shape. Again, this is not working. Do have a few small chips in the windshield. There's no big ones, but there are a few small ones. And then you got some stuff going on right here. Has been fixed. I would just kind of basically go through and have it repainted. Now if you look in here, it's a 225, 55, 16. Rims are in decent shape. You could clean them up a little bit more, give them a good polish. Really not too much wheel rash on this one. This one's actually really good shape, not much curb rash. And tires are in decent shape. I do see that the tires, I would definitely get some new tires on that for sure. Got a few small chips and cracks along there on the bottom. Again, curb rash is, this one's got a little bit more just right in through there. Again, tires, I can see the dry rot already, so I wouldn't go too fast. I would have these replaced. This side's actually in decent shape comparably with this other one that's kind of pushed in right here. And then you can see that dry rotting again right there. Rims, this one's a little bit more. Usually this is the one that hits the curb that you can't see. It's not horrible, but it is there. And then this one's actually in good shape as well. Then just a few of these little things. Got the paint coming off right here. And tires, same way, I have to get those replaced. Now we get into the interior. As I said, these seats, you could have these redone. They have been redone, but they're starting to kind of split right there. Rear seats, kind of same thing. They're not perfect, but have them redone just a little bit more of a bolster, but they're actually in decent shape. So is the headliner there. All that's in good shape. And then getting into the rear, you can see that. And then this seat here as well. Now this is a list of all the stuff that's been done. So new timing belts, new front seals, the delete, new vacuum lines, throttle body reseal, new spark plugs, oil change, new starter, head gasket, camshaft, new converter, turbo compressor seal, fuel injectors rebuilt, new fuel lines, so this stops the fires due to the fuel lines breaking, new fuel pump, filter, suspension and brakes, new front control arm and bushings, suspension. I mean, look, this thing's got all of the stuff. It has been retrofitted to R134. It was recharged, but there is still some leak on there, and there's just some other stuff that goes on. Compression test 120, 120, 118, 117, all the good stuff. And then a few of these things have been upgraded since this list. Over here, so coming over the passenger side, again, this is actually in good shape. This is missing on the other side. Dash does have a few small cracks in it, but look at that, carpet's in decent shape. Seats are not perfect by any means. I can't get this with one hand. Let's just see how this works. There we go. Yeah, just can't get it with one hand, but it does work. And this side works as well. Yeah. Just like that. Let's get back into the test drive. Yeah. like the sound of a turbo. There's not much better than that. Wish the AC was working. That's one thing that obviously it'd be good to have, but hey, not a completely hard fix. No lights on. Obviously this is pre-OBD2. Turbo, it just sounds good. You know, these turbos obviously are a little bit smaller, so they're going to get you in your smaller kind of range. They aren't any kind of crazy big or, you know, dual turbo setup, parallel or sequential, but overall, hey, you can feel it. It sounds great. It runs great. This thing is ready to go. Remember, we've got over 350 photos. We have online financing and nationwide transport directly to your driveway. Plus caraddict.com. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, and another thing, forgot to show you, was the trunk. Let's show you the trunk. And this thing's been running for about 20-25 minutes. So let's just show you. It is ready to go. Go, two-handed. There's the trunk there. All of that. Decent shape. This, I don't know if this is stuck. Or, huh. That's there. This is actually in decent shape there. Yeah. So there you go. All right, so you guys saw the test drive, saw the exterior and interior. Now you guys can see the undercarriage. Okay, so all the components, everything that's been gone through, you can see here it has been converted over to R134. It does still have a leak on there. It's probably the compressor, but you can see front disc brakes, shocks, everything is in good shape. You saw on the test drive, it's got the 951 turbo. And look, this thing is in really good shape under here. All the floor pans are nice and dry. It's not rotted out. This is one that you can definitely spruce up, or you can drive it, just depending on exactly what you want to do. But this thing is in great shape. You can see it's got the desert dust under there, but other than that, hey, this thing is ready to go. Definitely make sure you like and subscribe.